Warning: this story might sting a little, but it could change your future. I once bought a beautiful leather jacket on impulse, £5,000 gone in a flash. It barely left my wardrobe, a silent reminder of fleeting retail therapy. All those little impulse buys add up. What could that money have become if I'd invested it instead? Today, let's pull back the curtain on the true cost of our spending. So, let's move away from my wardrobe mishaps and ask a simple question. It's a question for you, for me, for all of us. What if, 5 years ago, back in May 2019, you had started putting aside just £100 every single month? That's it. Not a lottery win, not a huge inheritance, just £100. That's about £3.30 a day, the price of a fancy coffee and maybe a croissant. It's an amount that for many people, while not insignificant, often gets absorbed into the weekly budget without a second thought. It vanishes on lunches, on streaming services, on things we barely remember buying. Now, imagine you took that £100 and instead of spending it, you invested it. You did this every month, without fail, like setting up a direct debit. Through all the ups and downs of the last 5 years, and let's be honest, it's been a roller coaster of a half-decade, you just kept going. You put your faith in the slow, steady power of the market. You didn't try to time it, you didn't panic sell during the scary headlines, you just stuck to the plan. A simple, boring, repeatable plan. What would that money look like today, on the 24th of May, 2024? The answer is what this entire video is about. And I'll warn you again, it might sting. It's the kind of number that makes you sit back in your chair and take a sharp breath. It's the financial equivalent of looking at an old photo of yourself and thinking, wow, I really should have appreciated that time more. We're going to break down the exact figures, showing you the side-by-side comparison of two parallel universes. In one, you spent the £100. In the other, you invested it. We will look at what that £6,000 in total contributions could have transformed into. This isn't just a fantasy exercise. This is based on real-world data, using the performance of average investments available to anyone here in the UK. We're not talking about some high-risk, one-in-a-million bet on a cryptocurrency. We are talking about a straightforward, accessible investment strategy. The goal here is not to make you cry over spilt milk, or in my case, an unworn jacket. The goal is to show you, in stark, unavoidable numbers, the incredible power of starting small and staying consistent. It's a lesson that, once learned, can change the next 5 years of your life. Remember the film Sliding Doors? One small moment changed everything. Every month you faced a choice: spend for now or invest for later. Over 5 years, those choices created 2 paths, one of memories, one of growing wealth. In the next part, we'll see just how much that difference adds up. How does £100 a month become something big? Not by luck, but by habit. Set up a regular investment. Let it run on autopilot. Each month, your money goes in, buying more when prices dip, less when they rise. Like a dripping tap filling a tub, it adds up, slowly, then suddenly. That's the magic of a habit. Paying your future self first. Let's talk about the secret sauce of saving: compound interest. It's interest on your interest, your money-making babies, and those babies making more. Over time, your savings grow faster and faster, like a snowball rolling down a hill, picking up more snow as it goes. That's why starting early, even with small amounts, is so powerful. Compound interest does the heavy lifting for you. Time is the most crucial ingredient in building wealth. Even small amounts, given enough time, can grow far more than large sums started late. It's the fuel for your snowball, your money working for you, compounding year after year. Start early and you'll be amazed at the results. The best time to begin is today. Meet Bella and Chloe, two women, identical in every way, each with £100 spare each month. Bella spends hers on life's pleasures, while Chloe invests hers in a global fund. Their choices seem small, but over 5 years, their financial futures will look very different. Let's see where their paths lead. I meet Bella, our spender. Over 5 years, she spends £100 a month, £6,000 total, on experiences, shopping, and fun. She gains memories and joy, but the things she buys lose value. Bella's lifestyle is vibrant, but financially, she's running in place. Chloe quietly invested £100 a month for 5 years, skipping shopping sprees and letting her money grow instead. Each payment was a seed planted in the global stock market. Through market ups and downs, she stuck to her plan, buying more shares when prices dropped. Dividends and growth compounded, turning her £6,000 into a small but growing money tree. 5 years have passed. Bella and Chloe meet for coffee, having lived through the same events and earned the same money, but their financial realities have split. Bella spent her money, Chloe invested hers. Now, Chloe has £8,200, over £2,200 more, just by being consistent. This is the Great Divergence, the start of a journey toward true financial freedom. Chloe has £8,200, while Bella has memories. That £2,200 difference isn't just a number, it's proof her money worked for her, not the other way around. Chloe's investment pot quietly grew, giving her a tax-free bonus every month. No extra work needed. It's not just about money, it's about buying time and freedom, the ultimate wealth. Inflation is the sneaky villain making us all poorer. Over the years, prices rise. Your cash buys less. Saving cash feels safe, but inflation nibbles away at its value. Investing isn't just about getting rich. It's about protecting your money from being eroded over time. Let's bring this back to coffee. Imagine buying a latte every day. Over 5 years, that's £6,000 spent and great memories made. But if you invested that money instead, it could grow to £8,200, enough for nearly 2 years of free coffee, with your original £6,000 still working for you. That's the power of opportunity cost. Which would you choose? Okay, so £8,200 is the number. It's more than 6,000, we get that. But let's take a moment to visualize what that sum of money actually means in the real world. Numbers on a screen can feel abstract, but tangible goals are what motivate us. What could Chloe do with her £8,200 today if she decided to cash it in? Not that she should, of course, as that would stop the compounding magic. But it's a useful exercise to understand the true value of what has been created. It's no longer just a few missed takeaways. It's a substantial sum of money with real power. For a start, £8,200 is a very respectable emergency fund. It's enough to cover the average UK household's essential outgoings for 3 to 4 months. That is a life-changing amount of security. It's the peace of mind of knowing that if your car breaks down, your boiler gives up, or you unexpectedly lose your job, you have a buffer. You are not one payslip away from disaster. This isn't just a financial benefit, it's a huge mental health benefit. It's the freedom from that nagging, low-level anxiety that so many people live with every single day. That is what Chloe's habit bought her. But let's think bigger. What else is £8,200? It's a significant deposit on a brand new car, It's enough to pay for a truly once-in-a-lifetime family holiday, creating memories that Bella's £100 a month weekend breaks couldn't match. For someone looking to get on the property ladder, it's a huge chunk of a deposit for a first home. In some parts of the UK, it could be almost half the deposit required. It's the difference between renting for another 5 years and finally getting your own keys. Suddenly, that £100 a month doesn't seem so small anymore, does it? This is the transformation we've been talking about. The money became something else entirely. It morphed from fun money into serious money. It grew from a seed into a sapling with the potential to become a mighty oak. Bella's £6,000 became a collection of depreciating items and fleeting experiences. Chloe's £6,000 became security. It became a safety net. It became a down payment. It became freedom. It became the foundation upon which real, life-changing financial goals can be built. It's a tangible asset that gives her options, and having options is the very definition of wealth. There is one final, magical element to what Chloe's money became. We've mentioned them briefly, but they deserve their own moment in the spotlight: dividends. When you buy a share in a company, you are a part owner. When that company makes a profit, it can choose to share a portion of that profit with its owners. That payment is a dividend. When Chloe invested in a global tracker fund, she became a tiny part owner of thousands of companies. Apple, Microsoft, AstraZeneca, Shell, you name it. And all these companies have been paying her, their silent business partner. Over the last 5 years, a portion of Chloe's £2,200 gain came not just from the share prices going up, but from the steady stream of dividends being paid out and, crucially, being reinvested. Think about it. Every 3 or 6 months, a small cash payment would have landed in her investment account. Her fund would have automatically used that cash to buy more shares. So, she's not just adding £100 of her own money each month. The companies she owns are also adding money to her pot. This creates a virtuous cycle, accelerating the compounding effect even further. This is a profoundly different relationship with money. Bella's relationship with companies was purely as a consumer. She gave them her money in exchange for goods and services. Her money was an expense. Chloe, on the other hand, was both a consumer and an owner. While she was out in the world, perhaps buying an iPhone or filling her car with petrol, the very same companies she was giving money to were working in the background to send some of it back to her in the form of profits. She turned her expenses into a source of income. This is the ultimate goal of investing: to build a portfolio of assets that generates an income stream for you. In the beginning, that dividend income is tiny. Over 5 years, it might only account for a few £100s of her total gain. But over 20 or 30 years, that reinvested dividend stream becomes an unstoppable force. It's the part of the snowball that starts to pick up the most snow. What Chloe's money became was not just a bigger pile of money. It became a tiny, but very real, business empire that is working 24/7 to make her wealthier, even when she's not thinking about it. Let's be honest, hearing those numbers can sting. You see Chloe's £8,200 and instantly replay your own spending choices. That regret? It's normal. We all feel the pain of missed opportunities more than the joy of wins. But here's the trap. Letting regret paralyze you, thinking, the damage is done, so why bother now? Don't fall for it. Missing one bus doesn't mean you never travel again. Let the sting wake you up, not hold you back. Every successful investor has an if-only story. They just chose to act anyway. That sinking feeling? It's not punishment, it's fuel. Use it to make sure 5 years from now, you're not watching another video, feeling the same regret. The past is a lesson, not a life sentence. Your next move matters more than your last mistake. Why do so many of us end up like Bella? It's not recklessness. It's the stories we absorb about money. Society tells us to spend for happiness, and investing feels intimidating or out of reach. We think investing is for experts in suits, not for people like us. But that's a myth. Starting small is smart, and you don't need a finance degree. The real risk? Letting inflation erode your savings while you wait. Chloe's story proves investing is simple and accessible. Challenge the old stories. Write a new one where your future self wins. You're more capable than you think. Here's the best news. It's not too late. Whether you're 30 or 50, you haven't missed the boat. The best time to start was years ago. The second best is right now. Chloe's £8,200 is just the beginning. Compounding works magic over time. Start your habit today, and in 5 years, you could be the one with a growing pot. Opening a stocks and shares ISA takes minutes. You don't need to be an expert, just willing to begin. Set up a small monthly direct debit. Pick a simple tracker fund. The hardest part is starting. Everything else gets easier. This isn't about regret, it's about possibility. You've seen what's possible. The next 5 years are yours to shape. What will you do with them? We've seen the power of small, consistent investing and the cost of missing out. The past is closed, but your future is wide open. Every pound you earn is a choice. Spend for now or invest for later. You can't unsee the opportunity cost. In 5 years, you'll either feel regret or pride. This is your sliding doors moment. Choose your path. Don't let this be just another video you watch. Let it be the turning point. Your next 5 years start now. Want your next 5 years to look like Chloe's? It starts with one decision. Prioritize your future self. Pay yourself first. It's not sacrifice, it's strategy. Open a stocks and shares ISA online in minutes. Set up a monthly payment, any amount, as long as it's consistent. Automate it so you don't have to think about it. Choose a simple global tracker fund. No need to pick stocks. You're investing in thousands of companies, not just one. One decision, 3 simple actions. That's all it takes to change your path. Start today. Your future self will thank you. Picture yourself 5 years from now. What if you took action today? Imagine seeing your investments grow, a reward for small, consistent choices. It's the escalator of compounding, not the treadmill of spending. Make a promise to your future self today. Your future self is counting on you. Make them proud.